I'm Skye Taylor and welcome to another edition of Healthy Eating. Today we're going to make, oh my god, meatloaf. It's from a recipe that I had back when I was a bachelor. Really easy to make. Even if you know how to make meatloaf, watch this, you may learn something. Let's take a look and see what ingredients are involved. Okay, here's some of the ingredients you're going to need in order to make this meatloaf. You're going to need 2 pounds of hamburger. You could use 80% if you like. I prefer ground, fresh, lean chuck. You're going to need 8 ounces of bacon. Yum, yum. Oink, oink. You're going to need carrots. Now, I'm not going to cackle like a bunny. But you need carrots. Probably won't use them all, but that's the way it is. Okay, and you're going to need a can of tomato paste, 6 ounces, 6-ounce can. You're going to need a little basil. You're going to need oregano, some paprika, some salt. That's up to you if you want to use salt or not. I don't usually as a rule, but I put it in there anyways. And pepper. You're going to need some pepper. Here's a surprise, folks. You're going to need taters. Woohoo! I don't know, say maybe 3 pounds. 3 pounds of taters should do you. You're going to need 1 egg. A slice of bread. 1 garlic clove. And 1 large onion. Chop, chop. And you're going to need a mixing bowl, a spoon, the peeler, the chop, chop, chopper, and okay, you're going to need a cookie sheet with aluminum foil on it. What size it is, I have no idea. But you know what a cookie sheet looks like. Aluminum foil on it, you're ready to rock. Oh, and you're going to need butter. Real butter. Butter. Get 1 stick of butter. You won't use probably a whole stick, but you'll probably use 3/4 of a stick. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is prep the food. You've got to peel taters. Not a fun job, but if you watch TV, do it during the commercials. Doesn't seem like an effort at all when you do it that way. Well, let's peel. Okay, the potatoes are all peeled. Now we do the carrots. Just like this. Now, I'm using about a half a bag of carrots. It's just my wife and I. This meal will feed a family of 4, but for us, it's going to be a family of 2 because I'm a pig. I love meatloaf sandwiches and I love leftovers. And that's the way it is. So what you want to do is you want to peel all your carrots. Okay, the carrots are all peeled. You want to make sure that you chop off the ends of them. Right down the line, chop off every carrot just like that. Next, we're going to chop up an onion and chop up a garlic clove. Okay, you want to make sure that you slice the garlic in little bitty pieces. Okay, you want to chop the potatoes in half so they sit like that. Okay, we're going to put our hamburger in the bowl. Chop it up. Okay, next thing you're going to add is the egg. I'm going to throw an egg in there, just like that. There you go. Next you're going to do is put bread in there. Chop, 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 little bread, squish it up. Have fun with it. Make sure you wash your hands, folks. I do. Okay, we got that in there just like that. We're going to stir it up. I'm going to mix it all the way through. You cannot mix enough. Next, we're going to put in our can of tomato paste. Throw it in there. This adds seasoning all the way through it. What's a good idea too is you can always make it the night before and then put it in the refrigerator and then make your meatloaf the next day. This way everything has a chance to season all the way through it. There you go, just like that. You could always do that if you wanted to. And all you have to do if you come home from work, all you have to do is just throw it in the oven and you're done. Plan ahead. Okay, let's get that off. Okay, we're going to mix that in there like this. Mix it all the way through. Okay, next thing you're going to do is put in the onions and garlic. But I just want to explain the reason why you put bread in there is it helps absorb any grease. Not that there's going to be that much grease here, but okay. Pop that all in there just like that. Stir it up. Now what I like to do is I like to add my basil. Throw some in there. Just enough to coat it. There you go, a good coating there. Believe me folks, it seasons all the way through. It looks like a lot, but when it's done, it's really not. It seems to just be perfect. You just throw a coating like that. Okay, good enough. Throw in a little pepper. Pepper. Let's get a little pepper going here. Just a little pepper. Yep, good enough. Not too much. And we're going to stir this all up. You can never stir enough. That's the way I look at it, because it seasons it all the way through. Okay, next thing you put out your aluminum pan. Now, the neat thing about this, if you don't like touching hamburger, which I do not like touching it, you can mold it like this with your wooden spoon. And then all you have to do is turn it over and dump it out. Just like that. There you go. You got a meaty loaf. Then you pat it into shape. Whip that booger. Whip that booger into shape. Look how nice that looks. Whip that booger. There you go. Okay, some people like putting ketchup on a meatloaf. I do not. I like making sandwiches and then putting the ketchup on. Okay, what you're going to do now is take your bacon and you're going to put it over the top of your meatloaf. Just like that. You want to cover the whole thing. Okay, now we're going to take the taters and just put them all around. Just like this. Really easy. Oh boy, are these going to be good. Believe me, you can never make enough taters. These are so unbelievably delicious, you'll be looking for more. Whoops. Get over there. There you go. Throw that under like this. Throw them on there any which way. Now what's going to happen is the bacon is going to melt and go through the burger, and it's going to coat the bottom of the potatoes and make them really crispy. But we're going to do a little something else too. You can throw a few carrots around there too. Just like that. They'll cook. Squeeze them in there. There you go. You can break them up if you have to. Just get them in there. Not a problem. Just like that. Next, you want to put a half a stick of butter into the metal measuring cup and put it on your stove burner on low and keep stirring it until the butter is completely melted. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, now we're going to take the melted butter and put it over the tops of the potatoes and carrots, just a little bit. This is what gives them an incredible flavor. You just need a little bit. Just put it on. If you have a pastry brush, that works too. But I just go all the way around and hit every tater and every carrot. Now what's going to happen is that between the butter and the bacon, it's going to create an incredible flavor. And the bottom of the potatoes become unbelievably crispy. It's just, oh, you won't be able to stop eating them. You wish you even made more potatoes. What's neat about this is it's all in one. You got your vegetables, your taters, and your meat all on one platter. Just keep going until you use up all the butter. Okay, the very last thing is the paprika. You put it on the tops of the potatoes. Look how colorful that looks, and when it comes out of the oven, it's so appealing. Really simple meal, and it's just, you won't stop eating it. I guarantee at midnight you're going to be sneaking out down to the refrigerator to make a meatloaf sandwich. That's just how good this is. And then you use your ketchup. Use ketchup after the fact. And there you have it. And we're ready to stick this in the oven. All right, the oven is ready to go. I'm going to pop this in 350 degrees. I'm going to put it in for maybe an hour and 10 minutes. And then I'll adjust accordingly. Now I have an electric stove. You probably have a gas stove. A good point of reference is an hour. Go an hour and then look at it and make a judgment call. Next time you see it, it's going to be a finished, incredible meal. Woohoo! Time to eat. Let's get that guy out of here. Oh, yeah. Okay. And there you have it. Look at that.
When you take the meatloaf out of the oven, let it sit for about 10 minutes so it's easier to cut. Now, I ended up cooking my meatloaf at 1 hour and 15 minutes. However, I suggest 1 hour and 30 minutes to crispify that bacon.
Okay, here I go to test it out. Let me try a little bit of the burger. Oh my God. I'm glad you're not here. I wouldn't want to share it. I put butter on the potatoes. Probably put a little salt on the potatoes, but let me give that a test here. Very excellent. Good comfort food. I'm going to continue eating. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Healthy Eating. Woohoo! But oh my God, that's all that's left of the meatloaf. 2 pounds. My wife and I finished it off. Family of 4, you might want to make 4 pounds of burger. A pound for everybody. It's incredible. The only thing I would change is that probably next time I would put it in for about an hour and 30 minutes. You're not going to go wrong because you have a lot of the butter and the bacon fat. It definitely won't burn. So 350 degrees at 1 hour and 30 minutes, you should be good. And all I have left now is enough to make a sandwich, and I'm going to be fighting my wife for that, I'm sure, at midnight. It was incredible. And now she told me I'm the official meatloaf maker. I don't care. It was sure good. Thanks for watching, folks.